welcome to your dental class today. Today I'm going to be teaching without props. If you happen to have a blanket at home or a pillow you would like to use, you can always have that for your head. But again, I'm going to do a gentle practice. We're not going to be using props. I want to make this accessible to everyone who's at home. And hope you enjoy. We are going to start on our backs. And when you come down onto your backs, the knees will stay bent. And take your hands right underneath the sit bone, the tailbone, and allow the buttock flesh to move towards the back of the heels. Allow the arms to turn up, palms face up. So the shoulder blades are pressing in, so you get this nice widening through the heart. And as we start, we're going to start with one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Just feel. Just connect. Notice the gentleness of the heartbeat. Notice the rise and fall of the breath. And so these times right now they're unknown to all of us. So this is new to every single one of us. So it can create anxiety no matter what level. There's got to be some level of anxiety. So we're going to work with that today, and we're going to work with longer exhales. So we're going to take a few normal rounds of breath, and as I'm describing the breath to you, just take your normal breaths. But the breath is going to be inhaling to the count of 4, and we're going to be exhaling to the count of 8. The one thing that I ask is that once we start this breath work, that it doesn't create extra anxiety and stress in the body, that it doesn't create tension within the breath. So if so, you're just going to back it to 3 and 6 or whatever is right for you. And maybe some of you are going to want to go longer. So let's everyone take an inhale and exhale. And then inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. Then exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now just settle into your breath, settle to your Ujjayi breath. Giving your body and your mind permission to settle, to release, to let go of any stress, any anxiety you're holding on to. Feeling the shoulders soften and release tension. Feeling the neck soften and release tension. We're just going to take 4 more rounds of breath. All right, inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. As you start to lift the arms up and overhead, allow the thumbs to touch the floor. Absorb the front ribs in towards the back body, so the back body releases towards the mat even more. And on an exhale, lower the hands back down to the floor, pinky side touches. Inside, lift and lengthen the arms up and overhead. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lift and lengthen the arms up and overhead. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Take a couple breaths with the arms lifted up and overhead towards the back of the room. And then exhale, lower the hands. And hug both knees into the chest and just rock side to side. Just this gentle rocking side to side, massaging through your low back. And then with the knees together, with the thighs together, hands remain on the knees, just start to make circles one way. And then take the circles in the opposite direction. Just noticing how this feels in the body. All right. And then hug the knees in. Keep the right knee hugged in and lengthen the left leg long. If this puts any tension in the low back, just immediately bend the left knee, foot on the floor. With that right knee hugged into the chest, just breathe into any areas of any sensation that you feel. You're flexing through that right leg, right foot. And then inhale, reach the arms up and overhead as you straighten the right leg to meet the left. Exhale, release the hands, draw that left knee into the chest, hug the left knee in. Just breathe again into any sensation. Both feet are flexed, so that means both toes are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, reach the arms back up and overhead, thumbs touch the floor as the left foot finds the floor. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, hug it in, arms, hug it in. Inhale, reach and lengthen the thumbs towards the back of the room again, straighten the right leg. Exhale, left knee once again in towards the chest, hug it in. Inhale, reach the arms back, one more time on each side. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Inhale, lift and lengthen the arms back, straighten the right leg. Exhale, left knee draws into the chest. Inhale, lift and lengthen back. Exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, and this time just point and flex the foot. Point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. And then roll the ankle. Roll it one way. and then roll it the other way. Notice if, when you roll it, if it's cooperative in both ways. When I go counterclockwise, my ankle kind of gets all wonky. So we just notice things in our body without judging it, right? We don't hold on to what the differences are on each side. We're just aware, we acknowledge. Left hand comes down to the floor, down by your side. So the palm is pressing down into the mat. And on an inhale, open that right leg out to the side. Exhale, draws that right knee back into the midline, so more in line with the shoulder a little bit. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, draw it in. This time we're going to hold when we open out to the side. And inhale, hold. Maybe you grab behind the thigh. That might feel better than grabbing on the knee. And you're going to start to shift the knee towards that shoulder just a little bit more, flexing through that foot. And then you're going to draw the right knee back into the chest, bend the left knee, cross the right ankle over the left knee. Both hands once again find the floor. So we're going to dynamically move in and out of thread the needle, and then we're going to hold thread the needle. And both palms press down, and on an inhale, you're going to draw that left knee in towards the chest, and exhale lower. Inhale, draw the left knee into the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, draws the left knee into the chest. Exhale, lower. Still some movement. Inhale, draw the left knee into the chest, and now just shift the left knee from left to right. Gentle movements, but notice that stretch. And now draw. Take the hands behind the thigh and start to draw that left knee in towards the chest more. So the left knee starts to align with the left shoulder. You're pressing your right elbow into the right thigh to press the thigh forward as the left knee starts coming towards the chest more. And then if you want a deeper stretch, you're going to start to shift that left knee over to the left. And breathe. Breathe in to those areas of sensation. Notice where you feel the pose. So before I tell you where I feel the pose, start to isolate where you feel the most sensation. Make sure you're flexing through that right foot. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. And so I feel this through my outer right hip the most. A little bit through the glutes, right? So wherever you're feeling it, just breathe into that area. We're just going to take about 5 more breaths. So sitting in our stillness for about 5 more breaths. Allowing the mind to soften. Connecting to the breath. You'll lower the left foot to the floor and find half happy baby with the right side. So you're grabbing hold of the outer edge of your right foot. Or you can grab the shin and calf, right? Sole of that foot is reaching towards the ceiling. The heel of that right foot is lengthening towards the ceiling as the thigh bone starts to press down to the floor. So there's this little opposite action that happens. And with any pose, there's parts that are grounding down and parts that are lengthening up. Just take a few more breaths. You'll hug the right knee in, maybe straighten the left leg again, and begin to make circles with the hand on that right knee. Begin to make circles with the right knee, just allowing that femur bone, the thigh bone, to rotate right within that hip joint. Just creating lubrication within our joints, and then going the other way. Hug the knee in and straighten it long. Take in the work. Both arms down by your side. Take 3 breaths here and just notice how you feel. Notice if the right side feels a little bit longer. Notice if you feel like you've created more space from the low back all the way down through the sole of that right foot. So that's our yoga, that's our practice. We're creating space where space was stuck. We're creating this openness and spaciousness within our body. And we'll come to the other side and hug the left knee into the chest. And you can straighten the right leg or keep the right knee bent. And you'll point and flex the left foot, point and flex. Roll the ankle. Roll it the other way. Right arm down by the side, and on an inhale, open that left leg out to the side, left knee, draw it in. Inhale, open the left knee. Exhale, draws it in. Inhale, open out to the side. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open and hold. Draw that left knee up towards that left shoulder more. Just take a couple breaths. Draw the left knee back in. Bend that right knee. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Foot's flexed. Hands come down to the floor. We start that dynamic movement first. We do the dynamic movement in 2 different directions. So on an inhale, you're going to draw the right knee into the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale draws the right knee in. Exhale, lower. Inhale draws the right knee in. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. And now just shift the right knee over to the left and to the right. Very simple, gentle, small movements. But isolate where you feel this. And then we're going to hold the pose. So take the hands behind the right thigh. You press that left elbow into the left upper thigh. Press the knee away. Flex through that foot. You can draw that right knee in towards the right shoulder more and over to the right. Just notice where you feel the pose. Isolate where you feel the most sensation, and then breathe as though you had a lung that could breathe right into that space, and just breathe right into that area. Can you remember how it felt on the other side, and which side did you feel the most sensation? We'll just be here about 5 breaths. Softening the jaw, softening the shoulders, the neck. And then release the leg, find half happy baby on the left side. Sole of that left foot is reaching and lengthening towards the ceiling, especially the heel of that left foot, and you're drawing that left thigh bone down towards the floor. And just breathe, enjoying this half happy baby. Taking 2 more breaths. Draw the left knee into the chest. Maybe you lengthen the right leg long and straight and make circles with that left knee. Hand on the knee and make circles. And then take the knee in the opposite direction. Again, just allowing that thigh bone to rotate into the hip joint. We need our movement. Even if it's subtle movement, our body craves movement. Draw the left knee into the chest and then straighten it out. Take 2 to 3 breaths here. Notice if there's a little more evenness and spaciousness. And breathe into that area. Draw the knees into the chest. Arms are going to be out like a T. Palms will face up. You're going to allow the knees to go to the right. Inhale, draws the legs back up. Exhale, over to the left. We're just moving. Inhale, draws the knees up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, draws the knees up. Exhale, left. Inhale, draws the knees up. Exhale, right. Inhale, draws the knees up. Exhale, left. Just doing a little sneaky core. Inhale, draw the knees up. And exhale, take it right. Bring that right hand to the left hand to the right. Before we actually twist fully this time, we're just going to do a little movement with our shoulders. So on an inhale, open that left arm out. Let the back of the palm reach the floor if it will touch. And then exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift that arm up, reach it out. Exhale, bring it back. Next time, we're going to hold. Inhale, lengthen, hold into your twist. Allow the heart to lift. Allow the collarbones to spread wide. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. We'll take 5 breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling out through the nose, staying with your Ujjayi breath, the yogic breath. Just noticing how this simple twist feels in your body. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, bring the knees all the way over to the left. This time, the right hand finds the left palm, or fingertips maybe are just pressing into the palm. Inhale, lift the right arm back. Exhale, place the palm back onto the left hand. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, and we'll hold. Inhale, lengthen. Gaze can go over your right or left shoulder, even straight ahead. We're always mindfully feeling what feels right for us in a pose. So for some of us, to take our gaze over our right hand feels wonderful. For some of us, it may not, and we may want to look straight ahead. So whatever's right for you today, just honor. And what was right for you even 5 hours ago might be different than now. So honor where you are in every given moment. Just like we honor our emotions, we're going through so many different floods of emotions. From one moment we feel like life is normal, right? And other times it's like, oh my gosh. And so just honor what our emotions are doing. We honor our body as well. Just respect what it needs at the moment. We're just going to take 2 more breaths. Okay, take an inhale. And on your exhale, bring the knees up. 1 more time, rock side to side. So we already kind of did this movement, but 1 leg each. So hands are going to come on the knees and separate the knees. So my knees are separated. My ankles are separated. My entire leg is separated. I'm going to start to draw my knees up towards my shoulders just a little bit more. Take them out to the side and press the knees forward. Maybe they go right over the hips. Now the knees come together, the ankles come together. And then I draw the knees straight up the body. And once again, I open those knees out shoulder width. Press the knees forward and take these big circles. So now, letting both femur bones, both thigh bones rotate into the hips. And then we'll take the opposite direction. I don't know about you, but my hips feel, I can already feel a difference in my hips, right? So just these gentle movements, this small amount of movement can make the biggest difference. You're going to roll to your right side. Mindfully, gently, you're going to press yourself up. You're going to come to a seated position. If you have yoga props at home and you are using your yoga props, great. If you want to sit higher and you want to sit on a blanket from home or any of that, feel free. Again, I said I was going to teach this class with no props, so it was accessible to everybody, but if you have your props, please use them. And if you know how to use your props, definitely get them out. Hands are going to come to the knees and you're just going to gently make circles. And just feel this movement. Connect to the movement in the body. And so for the first couple rounds, I want you to feel this movement in the low back. Right? It's even in the low belly, right? And then we're going to take it, and I want you to start to feel through the middle back and the middle of the ribs. We're not changing directions. We're not moving. We're not alternating this. We're just shifting our attention, right? And now we're going to take our awareness to the collarbones, the heart center, and the upper back. And just feel the movement there. Same movement, just different awareness. And then now let's go the other way. And so we'll start at the top. Notice through the collarbones, the heart center, the shoulder blade area as it moves. And then let your awareness travel a little bit down to the middle back, middle ribs, outer ribs even. And now allow your awareness to travel down to the low belly, low back. And then become still. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Allowing both sit bones to root evenly, growing taller through the sideways, drawing the navel in. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll change, not quite yet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. So hands on the fingertips. And then exhale, fold it forward. Any amount that works in your body. Soften the shoulders. Allow the shoulder blades to move in. Belly draws in and up. Take 2 more breaths. And then slowly start to walk it back. We're going to change the cross of the legs. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause and find what you're grateful for today. Thankful for, grateful. And then hands are going to come to the knees, and you're just going to make gentle circles with the neck. Now, for some of you, this is feeling wonderful. If it doesn't, you're just going to go side to side. So you choose what's right for you today. Maybe you slept weird last night. Maybe there's issues with the discs that you want to be mindful and care for, and then change the direction. Notice if it feels different on the next direction. And then look straight forward and turn your gaze over your right shoulder. And breathe, creating space through the left side of the neck. And then come back and gaze over the left. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower, release. Take 2 more breaths. And then walk it back. Okay, so we're going to come into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana, the soles of the feet come together. And we're not going to get caught up on how close or how far away the feet are. It's whatever comfortable for you. But we're making this little butterfly shape with our legs. If we're taking a yin class, they call this butterfly. But in our traditional yoga, it's Baddha Konasana. On an inhale, lift and lengthen the heart, open the chest, and you're folding forward from the hips. If you have a block, if you have anything to rest your head, you can rest your head. Otherwise, just release it down. Soften the shoulders. And then come right back up. Bring the legs up. We're going to come to hands and knees. So in hands and knees, we have our knees that are right underneath the hips. Hands are right over, or right underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. And on an inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. Then exhale, round. Big toes are going to touch. Come back, child's pose. Allowing the sit bones to get heavy. Let's take 2 breaths. Take an inhale and walk the hands over to the right. Lengthening through the left sideways. So from that left outer hip through the left pinky, left ring finger, left middle finger, index finger, thumb, you're lengthening. Take another breath. And then inhale and exhale, walk it over to the left. Once again, we're lengthening through the side body. So from that right outer hip all the way into that right pinky side, lengthening. Taking another couple breaths here. And then walk it back. Hands and knees. We'll come into our first down dog. So you walk the hands forward, firm the outer upper arms in, and we're going to take down dog. If down dog is not suitable for you today, you can stay in hands and knees, and we'll breathe here. Just take 3 breaths and bicycle pedal the feet. We're going to lower to the knees again. And we're going to work a little bit with our core. So hands and knees, shoulders right over the wrists creases parallel to the front edge of the mat. You're going to start to take the right leg back. And then you're going to lengthen the right leg hip height. Toes are going to point down. Belly's drawing in and up. And lengthen and reach the left fingertips forward. So using our core to balance. Take a couple more breaths. And then exhale, lower. How you doing? You doing okay? All right. Okay, we're going to do the other side. You're going to lengthen the left toes back. Lengthen the left heel, hip height. Toes point down. Reach and extend the right fingertips towards the front of the room. Draw the navel in and up. Frontal hip bones lift. Beautiful, you guys. Release. Come back. Child's pose. So big toes touch, knees come apart. Release and surrender. You'll take 3 breaths here in child's pose. Just softening and being with your breath. Notice your own breath. Connect to your own grace and beauty within. For one moment, just feel peace and ease. Allow the body to feel peaceful and at ease. From here, press up into downward facing dog. We're just going to take about 4 cycles of breath here in your down dog. Lengthening the tailbone up towards the ceiling, frontal hip bones, inner thighs, spin back, heels start to release towards the floor. And now start to walk the hands backwards to meet the feet. Coming into a forward fold. the hands, press the palms into the shins. Lengthen and lift halfway up. Lengthen through the spine. Lengthen both sides. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press down through all four corners of the feet as you lift and rise. Hands to heart. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Hands to heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to add on from here. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Press evenly through all four corners of the feet, and on an inhale, lift to rise. Lift through the inner thighs up. Outer hips firm in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, folding forward, riding your own breath all the way down. Inhale, rise, halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise to stand. Hands to heart. Beautiful, you guys. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthening halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise to stand. Hands come to heart. All right, we're going to do a little work called bow and arrow, and what it's going to look like is I'll show you from the side. You're going to reach both arms forward. You're going to draw that right arm back. That right arm's going to go only so far, and then you're going to reach the fingertips towards the back of the room, gaze back. Turn the thumb down, and then reach that arm right back around. You with me? Okay. So we'll draw that left arm back. It's only going to go so far. Reach the fingertips towards the back of the room. Turn the thumb down. I'll bring it right back around. Other side. Draw the right arm back. You can follow the gaze. Turn the thumb down and bring it right back around. Left arm back. Gaze back. And bring it back. Draw the right arm back. We're going to pause and we're going to hold into the twist. Draw the navel in, absorb the front ribs in. Outer hips are firming in, tailbone releases towards the heels. Turn the thumb down, bring it back. Beautiful. Last side. Draw that left arm back. Fingertips towards the back of the room. Turn the thumbs down. Open through the heart, open through the chest. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Turn the thumb down, bring it back around, and hands to the heart. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart. Take your feet. Make sure you're standing at least hip distance apart. Inhale, lift. Grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, find length. And exhale, take it over. Keep rooting evenly through both feet. Finding this nice stretch. Soften the shoulders. Draw the navel in. Take another breath. Another. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Soften the shoulders. Draw the navel in. Releasing the tailbone towards the heels. Staying with the breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. And then turn long ways on your mat. We're just going to do a couple standing poses to build strength within the legs. You're going to step your feet out 3.5 to 4 feet. You're going to put a deep bend to that right leg. And then bend. As you start to bend into that right leg, start to send the inner thigh towards the inner knee. Stop when the knee is right over the ankle in line with the second and third toe. That right buttock cheek starts to wrap under as the left thigh presses back. Reach and extend both arms out. Gazes over that front middle finger. We're not holding it long. And then inhale, reach, lengthen, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach, lengthen, find length through the side waist. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Good work, you guys. We are going to hold 3 breaths. Connecting to the breath. Feel the outer edge of that back foot rooted. Feel the heel of the front foot rooted. Open the heart, open the chest, draw the navel in. Beautiful. Hands to the hips, straighten the front leg. Turn the toes in, step it together. Beautiful. Second side. Step the feet out. You're going to put a deep bend within that left hip socket. Turn the leg. Pivot the back foot at an angle so that heel starts to angle out, toes start to point into the back leg. You're firming that outer right hip in. Hands to that inner left thigh. Start to shift and send that inner left thigh towards the inner left knee. Outer left knee towards the left hip bone as the left hip bone firms under, right thigh back. Arms out like a T. Gazes over that front middle finger. We'll add that movement. Inhale, lift, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lift, straighten. Exhale, bend. Pause, hold, 3 breaths. Keep that knee tracking in line with the second and third toe. Breathe. Hands to the hips. Okay. And this time, toes start to point in. So they angle in just a little. Feel all 4 corners of your feet rooted into the mat, but allow the inner arches to lift. Lift the quads up. Feel the quads lifting and lengthening up. Outer hips firm in, inner thighs bend back, but the tailbone releases towards the heels. Open the heart, open the chest, and then exhale, fold forward. Hands come to the floor. Maybe you even walk the hands back in line with the toes. We'll take about 4 breaths here in your forward fold. So just staying within your forward fold, breathing, firming the outer hips in. Notice where the weight is. You want to shift the weight slightly forward at the heels. Nice work. And then draw the navel in. Open the heart, open the chest. Take another 2 breaths. Take the right hand to the hip, left hand to the hip, and come on up. Beautiful, you guys. And then feet together. Okay, so we're going to play around with balance today. And you're going to turn that right foot out. And your right heel can come to the right ankle, it can come to the calf, or it can come up into the thigh. You're firming the left hip in, drawing the navel in, hands to the heart, and breathe. Maybe you're reaching and extending the arms up and overhead. Press the thigh into the foot, foot into the thigh. or ankle into the calf, calf into the ankle. Can you lengthen through the sideways? Release the tailbone down. Soften your shoulders. 2 more breaths. Hands together, hands at the heart. Turn the leg forward and release. Good work, you guys. All right, other side. So root evenly through all 4 corners of that right foot. Turn the left toes out, left knee out. You're gonna find what works for you. This time, I'm gonna stay here. You find what works. You're firming that right hip in. Draw the navel in, shoulder blades press in. Breathe. Maybe you extend the arms. Soften the shoulders. Stay with the breath. If you fall out, that's okay. It's like a tree. We sway. But it's also life. If we fall, we get right back up. We play. We have fun. This is nothing serious, right? We're just doing yoga. Hands to the heart. Leg come forward. Release it down. Beautiful. And then we're going to make our way down to our backs. So coming down to your mat onto the back. And hug the knees in. And just rock side to side. Taking in the work. Receiving in all the benefits of your work today. And then take the arms out like a T, palms face up. Allow the knees to go over to the left. We'll just take about 3 breaths, gazing over your right shoulder if that's okay. And then take an inhale. And on your exhale, allow the knees to go over to the right. You'll stay here 3 breaths. Gaze can go over your right or left shoulder, whatever feels best in your body. We're always honoring our body, always honoring the sensations and the feelings in our body. And our mind, and our heart, and our emotions, right? Especially at this time, we're allowing ourselves to just feel what we need to feel. Release what needs to be let go of. Bring the knees up. Hug the knees in. Curl up in a little ball. And then you're going to set yourself up for Shavasana. So knees can stay bent, legs can be long, but settling into Shavasana. My son's newer to yoga. He tried a yoga video the other day and he wasn't really aware of what Shavasana is. So Shavasana is this time of rest, and we're going to be holding this pose for a while. And there's nothing to do. It's just closing your eyes, shutting everything down and just connecting inward, not even focusing on our breath. We're just letting go. So just begin to, if you have not already done so, close the eyes. Just allowing everything to soften. So just repeating to yourself, I feel grounded, calm, and at peace. I feel grounded, calm, and at peace. I feel grounded, calm, and at peace. I give my body permission to let go. I give my body permission to let go. I give my body permission to let go. Shavasana. Make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Beginning to deepen and lengthen the breath. Reaching the arms up and overhead for a full body stretch. Keeping the eyes closed. And then roll to your right side in a fetal position. Just pause. So I tend to like to read poems in my classes. And so I have one for you. So just lay here on your right side in a fetal position with the eyes closed. This is by Pema Chodron. Gloriousness and wretchedness. Life is glorious, but life is also wretched. It is both. Appreciating the gloriousness inspires us, encourages us, cheers us up, gives us a bigger perspective, energizes us. We feel connected. But if that's all that's happening, we get arrogant and start to look down on others. And there's a sense of making ourselves a big deal and being serious about it, wanting it to be like that forever. The gloriousness becomes tinged by craving and addiction. On the other hand, wretchedness, life's painful aspects, softens us up considerably. Knowing pain is very important ingredient of being there for another person. When you're not feeling a lot of grief, when you are feeling a lot of grief, you can look into somebody's eyes because you haven't got anything to lose. You're just there. The wretchedness humbles us and softens us. But if we go where we're only wretched, we would all just go down the tubes. We'd be so depressed, discouraged, and hopeless that we wouldn't even have enough energy to eat an apple. Gloriousness and wretchedness need each other. One inspires us, the other softens us. They go together. I think this time is teaching us that. It's teaching us to value when life is wonderful, and right now, knowing that this is softening us, this is giving us our pause, this opportunity to soften, slow down. We'll slowly press yourself up to a simple seated position. Hands will gather at the heart center. We'll do just a little meditation. In this first part, you're going to send it out to yourself. So it'll be, may I. The next one, you're going to send this out to someone that you're in love with, or that you love and you care about deeply. The next person is someone that you're at odds with. You're not necessarily on good terms, or you're not in the best place with. And how I started doing this meditation is I would think about this particular person as being a young kid. Because as a young kid, if they had grown up with all these kind words expressed to them, maybe they would not have grown up to create pain later on in life. And then the last one, we're going to send it out for all beings everywhere, as far and wide as you can even imagine. So we'll start, eyes closed, hands at the heart. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be loved. May I be at peace. And now visualizing someone you love dearly, and maybe even visualizing them sitting on the mat with you. You can say their name. I'm just going to say you. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. And then thinking of someone you're at odds with. Again, if it helps to think of them as a young child. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. Now we're going to send this out as far as the mind's eye can even imagine, to the heavens, to the stars, to the other planets, to all living creatures anywhere. May all living creatures everywhere be filled with loving kindness. May all living creatures everywhere be well. May all living creatures everywhere be peaceful and ease. May all living creatures everywhere be happy. Just resonating with that. We're going to end our practice with one unanimous Om. So taking a full, complete inhale. Bowing your head towards your heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice in this new way of sharing our practice together. Namaste. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed your practice. It's just really important right now that we find our community, and this is the way we're finding our community at the moment. And God bless that we have it, right? Thank you guys.